Today I just want to continue in Ephesians, speaking about the armor of God. Yesterday we focused on 11 and 12, 10, 11, and 12, and not to be ignorant that we must put on the armor of God because we are under attack. We have an enemy, and his number one goal is to destroy the people of God. He has no qualm or problem with anyone else but us because we are the light of the world. And as long as there remains any light in the world, there's hope for those in darkness. And Satan wants to quench all hope. And he will succeed for a moment when the Antichrist reigns. But anyway, so let's keep talking about that. It's Ephesians 6:13 and 14. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. So the first aspect that's mentioned of the armor is this: stand having your loins girt about with truth, and it talks about it in another place. Put on the belt of truth, and this word for loins is basically just like around the hip, but it even goes into talking about more private area. And as I thought about this, the truth is the most important thing. Well, no, I couldn't even say it's most important. All these things are important and working together in their own way, but they're each individually like foundational, like truth, salvation, righteousness, peace, these things that all these pieces of the armor, they're all equally foundational to faith, like to our calling and our lives. So truth it's so important. Like Jesus says, the truth will set you free. And I think it's interesting how it says having your loins girt about with truth, because it's kind of like this. Like it says in Proverbs, there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof leads to death. Like there is a way of deception that seems right, but it leads to death. And Jesus would say, you want to be clothed so that you aren't found naked and ashamed. And it's kind of like if you don't have this belt on, you might get caught with your pants down. You might be ashamed because you followed an error. You followed falsehood and you loved a lie, and it'll be to your own shame because you'll be getting caught with your pants down. Your under parts will be exposed because you didn't cling to the truth. You didn't know the truth, and you'll be ashamed because you were deceived. And the truth will set you free. The truth will keep you clothed so that you aren't found naked. And let's just cling to the truth. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. Jesus is the truth. He is the one. He is the only one. The only way to the Father. There is only one way to the Father, and that is Jesus Christ. No man has the Father who doesn't acknowledge the Son. So if you hold fast to the truth, you say, Jesus is the only way. There are not multiple ways to the Father. There's only one God, and that one God has one Son, and that one Son is the only way to get to that one God. So let's hold fast to the truth. And there's so much more truth, but Jesus is the one truth that we need to hold fast to in these last days. Amen.